Hi, my name is Libby Shannon, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about energy sources. And the type of energy we're talking about is more of a power and less of an electric type. Energy resources refers to the production, storage, and conservation of energy. And the U.S. is very dependent on our non-renewable fossil fuel resources, and unfortunately, they're very harmful to the environment. Today we're going to go through different aspects of where these resources come from that we're dependent on, and how they affect the environment, and how the geology of this is going to affect the social aspect in the future. The Energy Information Administration did a survey in 2011 about where our energy is coming from and what percentage of the types of energy we're using are in the United States. And there were 37% petroleum, 24% natural gases, 23% coal, 9% nuclear electric power, and only 7% of the energy used in 2011 was a renewable resource. Petroleum, gas, and coal are all fossil fuels. And I know we've heard a lot about fossil fuels before in the sense of global warming, but fossil fuels are geological deposits of organic materials that are buried in the Earth's crust, and they are exposed to a high temperature and pressure, and they take a long time to ferment and really cook in the earth. But we will get back to that later. The greenhouse gas effect is referring to the phenomenon that the greenhouse gases that are produced from fossil fuels are causing global warming because they're trapping the heat from the chemicals that are released into the atmosphere in our ozone. The petroleum, which is also known as crude oil, is found in the earth along fault lines mostly and along non-conformalities of geological structures, but where the rock and the water traps gas inside and ferments it, and then when the fault line shifts, the pressure changes and it creates an oil. A large environmental concern with using crude oils as an energy resource is that using a lot of petroleum and burning that much fossil fuels can really damage the Earth's biosphere, as well as causing oil spills, damaging the ecology of many of our water systems. It also releases harmful pollutants into the air, specifically the ground level ozone and the sulfur dioxide. Natural gases are also found underground, where the gases, plants, and other organic matter are exposed to higher temperatures and pressures than crude oil, and they are found in the rock formations associated with the hydrocarbon reservoirs in the coal beds. Harvesting natural gas releases methane into the air, and it traps the heat in the atmosphere, and that's the sense of the greenhouse gases that I referred to earlier. Natural gas is referred to as the cleanest fossil fuel, but there's really no such thing, unfortunately. In 2011, Cornell University gave a study on the rate that methane leaks out while it's being harvested when they're drilling for it. This study was backed up by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, proving that the rate of methane being exposed to the ozone through harvesting natural gases is affecting global warming. Natural gases also have 29 to 44% less carbon dioxide, but they produce more human carbon emissions. And the IPCC fourth assessment report shows that the U.S. already used 30,000 million tons, which sounds like a made-up number, but it's not. It's a lot of gas. And that's increasing about 1.9% every year or so. Another one of our resources that we use a lot is coal. Coal is primarily made of carbon from dead plant matter that, again, is exposed to high temperature and pressure under the Earth's crust, as well as they are found in strata layers, which are the coal beds that lie in the rock. Coal is harvested by mining, and coal mines tend to be like very large and take up a large portion of the lands that they inhabit. And the coal mining eliminates the existing vegetation and habitats that are available to the animals there, as well as depleting the soil with the chemicals that are used and unnaturally changing the topography. Mine dumps produce acid rain drainage, which seeps into the watershed and affects the ecology deeply and creates acid rain. The mining tunnels also change the drainage of the system and streams, affecting the ecology of the earth. In conclusion, I believe that the U.S. relies too much on fossil fuel energy resources for our country, and we're very vulnerable to the high demands that are associated with our dwindling supply of non-renewable resources. As mentioned earlier, fossil fuels are considered a non-renewable resource because even though they're organic and of the earth, they will not resupply and restock in any of our lifetimes, so it will not be useful to us at any point. If the U.S. continues to rely on non-renewable resources, gas prices aren't the only thing that we're going to be concerned about when the U.S. is rendered powerless in not only to the world, but to the earth itself when we have nothing left to take from it. Thank you.